Listening to Central Florida Real Estate Radio on News Radio WFLA Orlando. Now to our studio and your host, local real estate expert and my friend, Laura Petersen.
So one of the things that I said at the beginning that there might be a slight correction, and that's really how the banks handle the forbearance situation. During COVID and everything, a lot of people called their lenders and they made special arrangements with them that they didn't have to pay their mortgage for a number of months. And some people were up to 12 months that they weren't paying their mortgage. And that goes all the way until September for some people, that their year started in September of last year and goes all the way till September of this year. And then at the end of that forbearance period, what they maybe told you when you weren't making that decision, is that there's some way that those payments are going to have to be paid back. Now, if they're going to be tacked on to the end of the loan, I mean, that's beautiful for most people. Some people you have to refinance in order to, take advantage of that and everything and qualify, and hopefully you weren't missing a job in the meantime. Or the other option that you had is that you could pay it over time, but you're going to have to make up those payments. They don't just magically disappear like anything else in life, right? So the crazy thing is that 8.5% of the people that had mortgages in the U.S. were in this forbearance situation. So the challenge would be that if people were not able to make those loans acceptable to the banks, then obviously the foreclosure process would start, and obviously that would, give the market a few more houses and those kinds of things. But what they've found right now, that the improvement in delinquencies has been really, really good. That March had the single best improvement in 11 years. So that's really good. And 2/3 of the people who had a forbearance are now taking care of it. So they've got a plan, everything's going ahead and all of that. A couple of weeks ago, it was 50%. And so now it's 2/3 of them. So the more people that take care of and know what's going on in that forbearance situation and are moving ahead with it, then that's the least likely that we're going to have any kind of effect for it on the housing market. So I'm all for that. Obviously, I think that would be great. And so those of you that are in that forbearance situation, like we said before, the most important thing for you to do is to communicate with your bank, find out what your options are, and then execute upon them.